The Seeds of Hope program, sponsored by the Prem Rawat Foundation, TPRF, is helping establish food security in communities in northern Ecuador hit hard by COVID-19. It was born from a long-standing collaboration between the group Calle Paz de Respecto, former gang members from the Alpachaca neighborhood, and TPRF. Knowing that many vulnerable families are without food because they cannot leave their homes nor work, CPR began delivering emergency food baskets. From there, the humanitarian aid evolved to promote a more sustainable solution through family gardens and seed banks. The following is a storyboard summary of the program. Since 2012, the former gang members of CPR have been inspired by Prem Rawat's peace education workshops.
When you don't realize who you are, how are you going to respect another person? Am I to consider that you are so different than me that you don't feel that same urge? That urge to be fulfilled?
We began to meet every week, watch a little video, and talk.
They took his positive message to heart and rallied behind the idea that peace is inevitable, establishing a peace agreement between groups of gang members. They created a radio program, and for 18 months they broadcast their uplifting stories on National Radio Ecuador. And they presented anti-drug, anti-bullying programs in schools and events. In 2018, TPRF invited Calle Paz de Respecto to create a rap video for the UN International Day of Peace, reaching millions of people.
Porque la paz es posible, posible es. 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 La paz es posible.
5 months ago, the Seeds of Hope program began delivering emergency food baskets in Alpachaca, Grupo Calle Paz know their neighborhood and which families are the most vulnerable. The beneficiaries are very grateful, and the experience for the young people of putting the message of peace into practice is fulfilling. We recently traveled to Quito to deliver baskets to other gang members affected by the pandemic crisis. Soon, we began to deliver in rural Andean communities where families have depleted their stored food, especially the elderly and the disabled. Seeking to provide a more sustainable food security, we began offering seeds and seedlings to families with space to plant a productive garden. On successive visits, we presented training workshops in soil biodynamics, water conservation, and seed saving.
Otra vez estamos de acuerdo que las plantas son como las personas.
Families are eager to implement their gardens because they understand the importance of having ready access to healthy food at their homes. Many villages created community gardens working collaboratively. Thus, the program is inspiring unity and the spirit of support among neighbors. And many experienced cultivators, mostly women, have been unearthed to become community leaders in developing the productive gardens. They harvest more varieties of fresh food and save money by not buying, and are safer from the pandemic by avoiding crowded markets. They revive nutritious home-cooked recipes and eating traditions that have declined in these years of commercialized food. And the wholesome, diverse diet reinforces the immune system against disease. In gratitude, a community invited us to a ceremony celebrating the bounty of Pachamama, Mother Earth. And members of Calle Paz de Respecto began promoting urban gardens in their neighborhood. Christopher, a leader of the group, graduated as an agronomist and is in front of this effective initiative. In July, we began Phase 3 with the ceremonial inauguration of the Community Seed Bank Project.
Hagamos conciencia que debemos tener una armonía con la naturaleza, una armonía con lo que nos rodea. Este banco de semillas que vamos a sembrar y en cada uno de nosotros, nuestros hogares y comunidades, que vaya fortaleciendo, que vaya creciendo esa semilla. No solo de productos, de granos, sino una semilla de esperanza.
Seeds have walked alongside human beings for eons. They are living beings and carry the memory of the exquisite evolution of life, of the flowering of Mother Earth. The only way to ensure ongoing food security is through native seeds, viable seeds that reproduce the plant's true germplasm. A community that establishes its own seed bank will be more independent from outside food sources because they have native seeds to continually replicate and grow nutritious food. Likewise, the planting of native seeds promotes local biodiversity that supports insects, birds, animals, soil life, and the entire environment. It also promotes medicinal plants and traditional varieties that provide us with many products necessary for daily life. Since the crisis began, it has been easy to convince people of the importance of ensuring their food security and to participate in training. Many have told me that never before has been such an interest in returning to the land, to Pachamama, and to appreciate her magic again. And of course, the garden and the seeds promote and facilitate hope and well-being. In this crisis, the project has improved relationships between family members, neighbors, and communities. People work with enthusiasm and vision. Life is a wonder, and in respecting and caring for creation, we also discover the wonder that is the human being. In practicing empathy towards all manifestations of life, we know more about ourselves. The goal of creating and establishing a community seed bank fosters hope, consciousness, unity, health, independence, and dignity. It is an educational program that effectively addresses the crisis of food security and accessible nutrition. Thanks to the Prem Rawat Foundation for supporting this important and sustainable program.